Have you ever frozen in your tracks, staring at a staircase, knowing your legs might not carry you up? Or reached for your grandchild, only to feel your arms tremble, too weak to lift them? That sinking dread, the fear that your body is slipping away, stealing the life you love, is real. I'm Dr. Thomas, a physician with 30 years of guiding patients through the shadows of aging, unraveling the science of strength, psychology, and resilience. I've sat across from countless souls over 60 who whisper the same heartbreak, "I'm not me anymore." But what if I told you the key to taking back your strength is hiding in your kitchen, waiting for you tonight? Not pills, not gyms, just 4 simple bedtime foods that could change the way you wake up tomorrow. This is the story of Emily, a 70-year-old artist whose hands once painted masterpieces but began to falter, threatening to erase her passion. Her journey, and the 4 foods that brought her back, could be your turning point. These aren't just snacks, they are a rebellion against time, a way to reclaim the strength, joy, and independence you deserve. Stay with me, because the last food, a single spoonful, holds a twist that shocked even me. If you've ever feared losing the life you love, this is for you. Like this video, subscribe to Living Fully After 50. https://www.youtube.com/@livingfullyafter50 official, write parenthesis and tell me in the comments, what's one moment you wish your body could handle again? Let's dive into Emily's story and the science that changed everything. The silent thief in the night. Emily walked into my clinic on a crisp October morning, her canvas tote bag slung over a shoulder that seemed to sag under its weight. At 70, she was a retired art teacher, her life a tapestry of vibrant paintings and community classes. But that day, her eyes were clouded with worry. "Dr. Thomas," she said, her voice soft but heavy, "I can't hold my paintbrush steady anymore. My legs give out when I stand too long. I'm afraid I'm fading away." Her words hit me like a punch. I'd heard them before, from countless patients, but Emily's pain was personal. She wasn't just losing strength, she was losing her art, her identity, her reason to get up each day. This wasn't just aging. It was sarcopenia, the silent thief that steals muscle mass after 60, stripping away 3 to 5% of your strength every decade if you don't fight back. As a doctor who's spent 30 years studying medicine, psychology, and wellness, I know sarcopenia isn't just a physical loss. It's a wound to the soul, a threat to the dreams you've carried into your golden years. Emily wanted to paint again, to teach her grandkids to sketch, to walk through her garden without fear of falling. And I knew the answer wasn't in a prescription pad, it was in the quiet hours of the night, when her body could rebuild, if only she gave it the right tools. As the great poet Maya Angelou once said, "You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them." Emily wasn't ready to be reduced, and I wasn't ready to let her give up. I proposed a simple plan, 4 bedtime foods, eaten mindfully, to fuel her body's nighttime repair. She looked at me, skeptical but curious, and agreed to try. What happened next was a journey of small steps, unexpected twists, and a comeback that still brings tears to my eyes. Let's walk through these 4 foods, woven with Emily's story and the stories of others I've helped, to show you how to reclaim your strength one night at a time. Why nighttime is your secret weapon. Before we dive into Emily's transformation, let's talk science. Your body is a miracle of resilience. While you sleep, it enters the sacred repair mode. Growth hormones flood your system, knitting muscle fibers back together. Antioxidants clear inflammation, the hidden culprit behind stiffness and fatigue. Amino acids rebuild what the day has worn down. But here's the catch. Without the right nutrients, your body can't do this work. It may even break down muscle to fuel other processes, leaving you weaker each morning. My 30 years of research have shown that the hour before bed is a golden window. A small, nutrient-packed snack can tip the scales from loss to renewal. As Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." Let's see how this played out for Emily. Food number 1, kiwi, the gentle dream weaver. The first food I shared with Emily was the kiwi, a small, fuzzy fruit that looks unremarkable but holds extraordinary power. "Kiwi," she said, chuckling. "I haven't eaten those since my kids were little." I smiled and told her this little fruit could be her first step back to the easel. The science behind kiwi. Kiwi is a natural source of melatonin, the hormone that whispers to your brain, "It's time to rest." A 2016 study in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that eating 2 kiwis an hour before bed improved sleep quality by 40% in older adults. Deep, restorative sleep is when your body repairs muscle tissue, balances hormones, and fights inflammation. Kiwi's vitamin C and E act like a broom, sweeping away oxidative stress that makes your joints creak and your muscles ache. Its potassium prevents those sharp, middle-of-the-night leg cramps that jolt you awake. And with a low glycemic index, around 50, it's safe for blood sugar control, a concern for many seniors. Emily's kiwi journey. I asked Emily to peel 2 kiwis an hour before bed. Eating them slowly is a ritual. Think of it as painting your body's canvas with rest, I said. She started that night, slicing the fruit while listening to soft jazz, her old favorite. A week later, she called me, her voice lighter. "Dr. Thomas, I'm sleeping through the night. No more tossing and turning. And my legs, they don't feel like concrete anymore." By week 2, she was walking her garden path without pausing, noticing buds she hadn't seen in months. The kiwi was unlocking deeper sleep, giving her body the time it needed to rebuild. A twist, the widow's redemption. Here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Emily shared her kiwi ritual with her neighbor, Sarah, a 73-year-old widow who'd stopped leaving her house after her husband passed. Sarah's legs cramped so badly she feared falling. I suggested she try kiwis, paired with a warm cup of chamomile tea. A month later, Emily brought Sarah to my clinic. She's painting with me now, Emily said, her eyes shining. Sarah nodded, shy but proud. I walked to the community center yesterday. First time in years. That's the ripple effect of a simple fruit, a spark of hope that spreads beyond one person. How to enjoy kiwi. Peel 2 ripe kiwis and savor them slowly, maybe with a book or soft music. If the tang bothers your stomach, blend them with almond milk for a smoother texture. Check with your doctor if you're on blood thinners, as kiwi's vitamin K can interact. It's a small act that paints a stronger tomorrow. Food number 2, eggs, the strength igniter. Next, I introduced Emily to eggs, not the breakfast kind, but a bedtime secret. Eggs at night? She asked, her brow furrowed. Won't that keep me up? I promised her a single egg could light a fire in her muscles. The science behind eggs. Eggs are a complete protein, packing all 9 essential amino acids. They are rich in leucine, the spark that ignites muscle protein synthesis. A 2017 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors need 500 to 600 milligrams of leucine per serving to rebuild muscle effectively, and one large egg delivers exactly that. Eggs also provide vitamin D, critical for muscle function, and choline, which sharpens nerve signals for better coordination. And the cholesterol myth? A 2019 BMJ meta-analysis confirmed that 1 egg a day doesn't raise heart disease risk for most people. Emily's egg experiment. I suggested 1 soft-boiled egg, drizzled with olive oil, an hour before bed. It's like kindling for your muscles, I told her. Emily was cautious, worried about her cholesterol levels from years of outdated advice. I reassured her with the science and her doctor's approval. 10 days later, she walked into my clinic holding a small painting, a watercolor of her garden. I held the brush steady for an hour, she said, her voice trembling with pride. Her arms were stronger, her grip firmer. She even carried her tote bag without strain. A twist, the veteran's victory. Here's a twist that caught me off guard. John, a 68-year-old Vietnam veteran, overheard Emily at an art class. He'd stopped fishing because his arms couldn't reel in a catch. I recommended 1 poached egg before bed, paired with a slice of avocado for healthy fats. A month later, John sent me a photo from a lake, holding a trout, his smile wide. I'm back on the water, Doc, he wrote. My arms don't shake anymore. That egg wasn't just food, it was a ticket back to his passion. How to enjoy eggs. Boil or poach 1 egg, keeping it light with olive oil or no fat at all. If chewing's tough, try a softly scrambled egg. Limit to 1 per day unless your doctor says otherwise. It's a simple spark that fuels strength. Food number 3, pumpkin seeds, the quiet healer. Now, let's talk about pumpkin seeds, those tiny green gems you might toss aside at Halloween. Emily laughed when I suggested them. Seeds? Dr. Thomas, you're full of surprises. But these little powerhouses became her nightly ritual. The science behind pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are a magnesium marvel, delivering 37% of your daily needs in 1 ounce. Magnesium relaxes muscles, easing the tightness that lingers after a long day. A 2015 nutrients study linked magnesium to fewer cramps and better sleep in seniors. The seed's tryptophan boosts serotonin and melatonin, deepening sleep for muscle repair. Their 7 grams of protein and healthy fats provide a slow-release energy source, keeping your muscles nourished all night. Plus, zinc supports cell repair and, for men, testosterone, which preserves muscle mass. Emily's pumpkin seed journey. I told Emily to sprinkle a tablespoon of unsalted pumpkin seeds over a small bowl of plain Greek yogurt. It's a tonic for your body and soul, I said. She started that night, warming the seeds to release their nutty aroma. A week later, she called, her voice alive. I'm not waking up sore anymore. And I painted for 2 hours yesterday. The magnesium was calming her muscles, the tryptophan lulling her into deeper sleep. By week 3, she was teaching a small art class again, her legs steady as she moved between easels. At twist, the dancers return. Here's where the story gets thrilling. Emily's friend, Linda, a 71-year-old former dancer, had stopped moving after knee pain and muscle weakness sidelined her. I suggested pumpkin seeds with a mindfulness ritual. Eat them while reflecting on a happy memory. 2 weeks later, Linda showed up at Emily's class, twirling in a slow waltz. I danced with my grandson, she said, tears in her eyes. I didn't think I'd ever do that again. Those seeds weren't just nutrients, they were a bridge back to joy. How to enjoy pumpkin seeds. Take a tablespoon of unsalted pumpkin seeds, plain or warmed. Pair with yogurt for extra protein or eat alone. Watch portions, they are calorie dense. For men, the zinc is a bonus for vitality. It's a quiet healer that works while you dream. Food number 4, cottage cheese, the nighttime guardian. Finally, we come to cottage cheese, the unassuming hero that surprised even me. Emily wrinkled her nose. That's for diets, not for me, she said. I promised her it was the key to waking up strong, and it became her secret weapon. The science behind cottage cheese. Cottage cheese contains casein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids over hours, preventing muscle breakdown during sleep. A 2018 British Journal of Nutrition study showed casein boosts overnight muscle synthesis in seniors. It's high in leucine, low in carbs, and ideal for blood sugar control. Low-fat, low-sodium versions keep it heart healthy. As Benjamin Franklin said, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Cottage cheese is that ounce, guarding your strength through the night. Emily's cottage cheese triumph. I asked Emily to try 3 spoonfuls of low-fat, low-sodium cottage cheese 30 minutes before bed, mixed with a slice of kiwi for flavor. It's your body's guardian, I said. 3 weeks later, She walked into my clinic with a canvas under her arm, a vibrant painting of her grandkids. "I painted this standing up," she said, her voice steady. "No breaks, no wobbles. I feel like me again." Her legs were stronger, her hands steadier. She even started a weekly art class for seniors, her energy infectious. A twist, the grandfather's legacy. Here's the high point that still chokes me up. Emily's brother, Tom, a 74-year-old grandfather, had stopped playing catch with his grandsons, his arms too weak. Inspired by Emily, he tried cottage cheese before bed, mixed with a dash of cinnamon. A month later, he invited me to a family picnic. There he was, tossing a baseball, laughing with his grandsons. "I'm leaving them memories, not regrets," he told me. That spoonful wasn't just food, it was a legacy reborn. How to enjoy cottage cheese. Scoop 3 tablespoons of low-fat, low-sodium cottage cheese. Add fruit or cinnamon for taste. It's simple, no cooking needed. If sodium's a concern, check labels. It's the guardian that rebuilds while you rest. The turning point, Emily's breakthrough. Here's where Emily's story reaches its climax. 6 months after starting her bedtime ritual, she invited me to her art gallery's opening. I walked in to find a room full of her paintings, vivid landscapes, portraits of her grandkids, scenes from her garden. She stood tall, welcoming guests, her hands steady as she gestured to her work. "Dr. Thomas," she whispered, "I thought my art was done. But I'm painting my life again." The crowd applauded as she cut the ribbon, her strength a testament to the power of small, nightly choices. That moment wasn't just a win for Emily, it was a beacon for everyone over 50, proof that you can rewrite your story. The psychology of reclaiming strength. In my 30 years as a doctor, I've learned that health is as much about the mind as the body. Sarcopenia doesn't just weaken muscles, it erodes confidence, joy, and purpose. Emily's fear of fading wasn't just physical, it was the dread of losing her place in the world. But each kiwi, egg, seed, and spoonful of cottage cheese was a vote for herself. As psychologist Carl Jung said, "We cannot change anything until we accept it." By accepting her body's needs and taking small steps, Emily rebuilt not just muscle but hope. I've seen this in thousands of patients. Small wins spark a cycle of empowerment. Stories that light the way. Let me share one more story that surprised me. Grace, a 69-year-old librarian, had stopped reading to kids at the library because her arms tired holding books. I suggested the same 4 foods, with a twist: create a bedtime ritual with music and gratitude. 2 months later, she sent me a video of her reading to a room of kids, her voice strong, her arms steady. "I'm their story lady again," she wrote. These stories, Emily's, Sarah's, John's, Linda's, Tom's, Grace's, aren't miracles. They are proof that your body listens when you nourish it with care. Addressing your fears. I know the objections. Won't eating at night make me gain weight? Not with these light, nutrient-dense foods. What about digestion? Eat an hour before bed, and they are gentle on the stomach. Can I afford this? These foods are budget-friendly and accessible. What if I have diabetes or heart issues? Always consult your doctor, but these foods are safe for most, with low glycemic and low sodium options. My 30 years of practice have taught me to anticipate your concerns and offer solutions that fit your life. The bigger picture: living fully after 50. Sarcopenia isn't just about muscle, it's about the life you want to live. In my research, I've seen how muscle loss fuels isolation, depression, and fear. But I've also seen the opposite: patients who nourish their bodies find energy for their dreams. Emily paints, Sarah walks, John fishes, Linda dances, Tom plays, Grace reads. These aren't just physical wins, they are triumphs of the human spirit. As Nelson Mandela said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Your strength isn't gone, it's waiting for you to claim it. Conclusion: lessons for a vibrant tomorrow. Emily's journey teaches us that strength after 50 isn't about chasing youth, it's about embracing life with intention. Kiwi, eggs, pumpkin seeds, and cottage cheese aren't just foods, they are promises to your future self. They fuel your body, calm your mind, and rekindle your dreams. My 30 years as a doctor have shown me that the smallest acts, peeling a fruit, boiling an egg, sprinkling seeds, scooping cheese, build the biggest legacies. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to start tonight. Here's my challenge: pick one of these foods and try it for 2 weeks. Make it a ritual, a moment to honor your body. Then, come back to living fully after 50 and share your story in the comments. Did you walk farther? Paint longer? Laugh louder? Your story could light the way for someone else. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, https://www.youtube.com/@livingfullyafter50 and share it with someone you love. Together, we're building a community where aging means living fully, stronger, wiser, and more connected. Until next time, rest well, eat with love, and wake up ready to paint your masterpiece. You've got this.